Very interesting table that we are going to show you about Israel. According to the Kabbalah, the Zohar, Israel are like the heart of the world and the brain, like the brain, the heart, it's small, but nevertheless, the whole body is affected. The same thing. Israel, the site of the Kruger National Park in South Africa, and the whole world is about them. So must be they are apparently like brain, small one, but they get implication of the whole body. So let us see now the table. Very interesting, significant table based on Kabbalah. And this is what Kabbalah says. So this is a table, as you see, about Israel, the heart of the world. The Bible code. This is the Zohar says, the Kabbalah says, the book of the Kuzari, the king of the wise person says to the king of Guzar, when he asks why the Jews are suffering so much, and so on, so they like the heart. The first one suffering when anything wrong with the body is the heart. The same, all troubles in the world, always who is guilty is the Jews. So let us see here. This is part of Kabbalah. Very, very interesting and significant thing. The people ask, and the questions they ask, how can we understand the US go out of their minds when Jews build few houses in the settlements and not so even thousands killed in Syria? The answer is, according to Kabbalah, Israel, as this is the words of the Zohar, in fact in Hebrew we have the whole part. The main part, Israel, God did them the heart of the world, etc. And then the description that like the heart, definitely very important, causing the body to live, and the opposite, definitely a lot to do with this idea of Israel. And also in other places, this is really the Zohar Pinchas, and other places is written also that Israel really have the letters Rosh. You can see it, Rosh, in Hebrew is head, Rosh, but they are like head, brain in the word, and clearly understood, like in the brain, any small change with a minute part in it have implication on the whole body. The same thing, anything done in Israel has implications all over, and that means the more holiness, the more sanctity comes out in Israel, more implication on the world. And this is really why there are so much against any building in settlements in Israel. It's interesting that the time when the Russian invaded Prague, Czechoslovakia, the United Nations were about to speak about it, but when exactly at that time a few families entered Hadassah home in Hebron, the United Nations decided to discuss this and to push away this, what they really planned to discuss about the invasion of Russian to Prague, to Czech. Definitely this explanation, because one house in Hebron is exactly a small thing in the brain, which has great impact on the other world. Apparently this, they were worried because they understood and they knew, even not here, maybe the angel in heaven, that anything happening in Israel, especially the settlement, especially more Jerusalem, and the holy places, has an implication on them, and this is why there are so much against. So this is really a table which clearly shows it. And this table we see in the Torah, the once appearance of Moach, Lev, Olam, and then Melech, the same skip, which is king, which is the abbreviation of Moach, brain, Lev, and liver. And this is what a king is, apparently. And Israel, Jews are called in the Torah, Mamlechet Kohanim, like kings, rulership of kingdoms. Now, Mikdash Hashem is the temple, the holy place of God, which is like the brain, definitely. You have Israel here, And the land of the Eretz Asher Yishmael also, which is really like the heart of the world. And this is why the whole world are so worried about what is going there, especially with our building these places, and especially Zion. This is one of the small scheme of Zion coming here, which is also like the heart, Jerusalem, of the world. So this is the explanation for this thing. Definitely logically one can understand. You only can understand according to Kavanah, according to the Talmud, according to the Jewish sources of the Torah. So no doubt that only keeping the Torah, following the ways of the Torah, Sabbath and other important commandments will bring peace and quiet to the whole world.